Hey everybody, welcome back to the news desk here at thatnewtoysmell.com, part of the Pop Culture Network. I'm here at Killin' Enterprises, the Pop Culture Network store in Springfield, Illinois, in front of the Great Wall of Comics here. We're going to talk about a few things happening in the world of toys. First up, Lego did announce that they got the rights to the Hobbit and Lord of the Rings licenses. Now, it may seem a little odd to do Lord of the Rings now, considering those movies are about 10 years in the past, but The Hobbit will be coming out and is supposed to be one of the huge blockbusters of next year. So hopefully it'll live up to the hype, and we know that Lego can follow through on the toys. In other news, we did get Mattel Answers for Maddie questions here at the Pop Culture Network. Happens the 1st and the 15th of the month, so let's run down the questions and answers from Mattel. Question number 1. Can you do DC Universe Classics figures of the Wildstorm Universe characters? And of course the answer is yes. They do have the rights to do Wildstorm characters, but nothing to respond to at this time. Nothing to announce. It's because, quite frankly, there's not a whole lot of fan interest. I know there's some huge fans of Wildcats and Gen 13 sitting out there waiting for some of those Wildstorm properties, but right now there's not the critical mass. Now, if Grifter or Stormwatch, the new books coming out from the new DCU, perhaps gain some momentum, you might see characters from those books, but otherwise your chances are pretty slim. Number 2, why up and decide to make Atrocitus the same height as Superman and Hal Jordan when Mattel is supposed to have multiple parts that could be reused to make him a bit taller? Why not use the Public Enemy's Buck or whatever Buck was used for Ares to make him the right size? It stands to reason that there shouldn't be any new tooling with one more than the other. Why cut a corner that doesn't seem to make sense to be cut? And they reply with, we have explored using elements of the Public Enemy's Buck. We are continuing to look into this. In any case, we know that we will work to deliver a great figure. So basically, they just did that one. Maybe in the future, they'll do one again using some other pieces. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Number 3, with the Ghostbusters 6-inch line being looked at currently by Mattel to see what offerings can be made for 2012, is it possible that this year we can finally see the inclusion of some characters from Extreme Ghostbusters? Unfortunately, the answer from Mattel is no plans for Extreme Ghostbusters at this time. Again, not enough critical mass from the fans to make those toys. I'd love to see them. I loved Extreme Ghostbusters, but it's just not going to happen. Sorry. Let's see. Question number 4. The Black Friday Cyber Monday sale saw Masters of the Universe Classics figures reduced as low as 50% in price. The Halloween sale had 6-inch Ghostbusters figures reduced as low as $8. Can even Mad Maddie Monday customers saw the likes of Gygor, Molar vs. Skeletor 2-packs, San Diego Comic-Con exclusive King Grayskull, and even Club Eternia exclusive Wondar in a few cases. Can you explain to the customer base, who is being vehemently blamed for the 2012 Club Eternia subscription sales being the lowest total since its inception in 2009, what the incentive is to be a subscription holder, when it is fairly obvious if you are patient and can hold out for a while, all of these figures will eventually be made available again for quite a substantial discount. A little bit of a rant, really, in that question, but it does bring up a fair point. The answer, the various sales we had in 2011 are a bit of a one-time thing. We don't expect to have similar sales each year. Starting in 2012, we greatly reduced production quotas across the board beyond the subscription number for all brands. There will be some day of sales, but those sales will have much more limited stock than in the past to help manage inventory and avoid the need for large sales each year. This actually helps reinforce the sub-program, as it is the best way to guarantee your figures. So basically what they're saying is, in the past they had production numbers kind of high so they could have a lot of on-day sale. This year, they're scaling that back. Day of sale will be a much smaller number of figures in the past. So those of you who got the white screen of death, or things sold out in 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and you didn't get a chance to get it, well, you're not going to get it this year. They're going to be even smaller amounts of characters. Now, to be fair, the figures coming out this year are not on everybody's fan favorite list. So, there probably won't be as much fighting on the day of sales. But those of you who decided not to get the subscription this year, you are going to be finding yourself in quite the battle to get all the figures if you want them. Number 5. Since back in the day Fisto was renamed Battle Fist and Flipshot had been renamed Icarus because of copyright, would the fact that Claudine is the name of a character in Monster High doll affect whether or not you'll be able to do her in the future and name her Claudine, or is this bypassed by the fact that Mattel owns both properties? The answer, in the case of the 2002 Fisto versus Battle Fist or Flip Shot versus Icarus, that was due to other toy companies having the rights to those names at that time. For Claudine, the name is owned by Mattel, so even if it's used on another Mattel product, it's clear for us to use it if we need it for Masters of the Universe. This is very similar to how Mattel's Uno line has a Roboto toy, or Mattel's RC line had a Triclops toy a few years back. The Triclops RC car, you remember that thing? Interesting, huh? Well, that's going to do it for this week on the Toy News. Thanks, everybody, for watching the News Desk. Don't forget to stop by popculturenetwork.com for all the latest toy, comic book, entertainment, movie, maybe some video game. I don't know what else we have there. Lots of stuff there for you guys to check out. Podcasts, videos, written reviews. Don't forget to check out the forums. Don't forget to check out the YouTube channel. Don't forget to check out Twitter, Facebook, and, of course, you can always leave us a voicemail by calling our voicemail line at area code 217-953-4025. We did get some voicemails in the past couple weeks. Unfortunately, none of them paid attention to the whole time limit thing. One of them even went about 8 minutes long, which means we can't play it here. But anyway, thanks for the voicemails. We do listen to them, even though we don't always use them, because they go on and 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 on. And don't forget, this week on It Figures, it will be the Christmas episode. So tune in to see us opening presents, having some fun, and probably getting a little bit drunk. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time.